Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about women gig workers. So recently I got an email from one of my subscribers, Miss LG1961. Thank you so much for emailing me about this and making this video possible. And seems like what she's expressing in this email is the overall concern about ladies in the gig economy. Now, I'm going to be clear on my stance right away because I don't want to be misleading or non-transparent on this. Yes, there are safety issues with lady gig workers, but a lot of the issues that they talk about are issues for both genders and not just ladies. So I feel like I'm about to make a few statements that come across the wrong way. Just understand I'm coming at it from the perspective of this should be all gig workers and not just one side of the gender spectrum, if that makes sense. So in this video, we are talking about everything that's being said in this email, how it actually is for Doordash, UberEats, and Grubhub drivers, as well as any gig worker, really, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. Hi, I just wanted to share an important matter with you. I get alerts regarding predators who live near my address. It made me think about the female workers who may not have thought of that. They need to be more aware of customers they deliver to. I hadn't thought about that either. Oh, okay, we're talking about the criminal side of things. Got it. So what you could do is actually look into an S-offender registry or something like that. See where the questionable people are living these days, so that way you know how to protect yourself and you don't end up delivering in that general area. But there's only so much you could do about that. That's why I prefer to deliver in middle to upper middle class neighborhoods. It's generally safer. It's location, location, location. But then again, I'm also in a place that's pretty close to Pompano Beach, Florida, where it's a nice set of houses on one road and you go down one block and it's a crack house. And there are crack houses everywhere. And it's like salt and pepper in that way. I understand if you fear mentioning it, but it might save a life. As mentioned, I hadn't thought about it either. The only thing I fear is that it's going to be taken in the way that is going to come across as me being ignorant as a guy, when in reality, this is an issue for both sides of the spectrum and not just women. And I feel like that needs to be made clear. Yes, safety is an issue. Yes, safety is something we need to talk about and isn't very talked about enough, in my opinion, in ways that are actually constructive, because those videos don't do well on YouTube either. I don't know if you noticed, like anytime I talk about safety, not a lot of people watch it, even though it's a very important topic. But honestly, these are issues that everybody should be made aware of, or at least be protected in some kind of way. Have a tool for you to defend yourself. We'll go with that. Choose locations that are generally safer. Just the other day, a man was flirting with me. He was turned on by what I wore that day, according to him. I don't see how capris and a regular t-shirt could do that. Oh well. Okay, I know he was flirting with you, right? I know that that's not exactly the time, the place, etc. I do want to be clear about the latter part. You would be surprised about how most guys don't really care about what you're wearing. And you'd be surprised how low effort clothing ends up doing more for ladies than ladies going up the nines, getting a dress, getting heavy makeup, all that stuff. And then you get a girl with their hair up and sweatpants and a t-shirt, and suddenly that does it for a guy, like really hard. So in that way, I get it, even though he was being a total creep about it. There are guys that actually do get off on that really hard. I deliver to people near my home at times. I found out that there are more than 5 S predators living in the same household. I'd be in danger delivering to that house. Jotted all addresses for them and others too. I'm happy we gig workers can see addresses in the app before accepting a delivery. Okay, well, first off, that latter part isn't actually true. You get a general area, but you don't get the actual address in a lot of cases. But 5 S predators living in the same household, that's kind of weird to me. Like, I feel like I don't understand what it's like to be on that side of the registry, I guess would be the best way to put it, to where I would be like, all right, so why would you live with 4 other S predators if you know that they are in the same boat you are? Well, I guess there's a level of relatability. Maybe there's limited opportunities in actually buying something or getting something house-wise. I don't know. I feel like I don't know enough about this aspect. act of being an S predator. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. Okay, we talked about a very niche aspect of gig worker safety, really, where women are delivering to potentially S predators' homes and households of S predators because they wouldn't be able to get another home otherwise. We've done a lot of safety videos, and we've done a lot of videos where some people actually quit because they were claiming their name was Emma or Hillary or whatever, and it turns out Rocco and Bubba, 6-foot dudes that have no girlfriends, ordering those meals, and that's concerning. Are all of those stories true? I'm sure that some of them are exaggerated or some are just attention grabbers, but the fact still remains, you gotta be able to protect yourself. It's not like S predators don't get hungry. But keep in mind also, it is your responsibility to maintain your own safety. That means doing your research and see who's living near you, if there are any S predators near you. Do you have tools on you that can protect yourself? Do you have dash cams and body cams in case you need to make safety reports and protect yourself, and everything in between on that subject? The only person that's going to look out for you at the end of the day is you, and you need to keep that in mind. Either way, that applies to both men and women. The only person looking out for you is you, and not the companies, and not some feature in the app, not the law enforcement that may or may not even do anything, even if you did call them. You. If you guys also want to email me about something, if you like me to go over a certain subject, my email is drivenwyld@gmail.com. Feel free to email me there. And who knows, you might actually get a shout out as well. Just sign your name at the bottom or request to be made anonymous. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.